Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is the day after the Pegasus, and we have 12 exciting races to show you this afternoon. Let's go to Pete Aiello with those track and weather conditions.
A post-Pegasus Sunday afternoon with a big carryover in the Rainbow Six. The rain never went away, so we start the main track with a muddy surface, and we're off the turf here this afternoon. First of the day off the turf, main track at 1 mile. Scratch to 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 15, and 16. Luis Saez rides the 9, Bronze Age. Racing at Gulfstream. From the outside, Emperor John is asked to quicken up early, and he'll put a neck on top, but quickly up to take over is All Up in Lights. Moving with them is Bronze Age. He won't be far away. In fact, Bronze Age will engage All Up in Lights up front. Emperor John gets the spot he wants. He's third behind the speed, and It's a New Year moves up toward the inside fourth. Back to fifth is Honey Don't, and the early trailer is Spinos. The speed of the speed is Bronze Age, and Luis Saez out of the chute and onto the main course, leading 3 parts of a length. On the outside, All Up in Lights is there. Second, It's a New Year is moved through third. Emperor John is asked to keep close, while fourth at the 5 furlong point. 3 better than Honey Don't, and Spinos is last. Opening quarter aggressive, 22-2 as they head to the half-mile point. With the advantage, it's Bronze Age, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, All Up in Lights is there second through a 45 1/2 mile. Racing in third is It's a New Year. He's looking to get to the outside for Gaffleon. Emperor John is losing his pitch while fourth, and there goes It's a New Year. It's a New Year was third. He's now second and up to challenge for the lead. The lead is held now by All Up in Lights, but not for long as It's a New Year powering up. And It's a New Year is 9-5, and he's moving clear already. Back to second is All Up in Lights, well clear of the others, led by Emperor John and Bronze Age. But after 3 quarters in 1:10-4, there's no post-Pegasus problems for It's a New Year. It's a New Year has kicked it into another gear. He's opening up. 9-5 is easy money as It's a New Year humbles the competition. He's in front by 10 and still moving away. Not much else to say except It's a New Year in front. All Up in Lights was second, and Emperor John third. 3 best horses on the dirt run 1, 2, 3, but number 6, It's a New Year, humbles the competition, winning easy under Tyler Gaffleon for Mike Maker and owner Joseph Michael. Second, number 13, All Up in Lights, and third was number 14, Emperor John. To the second race, start of the early pick 4, 7 furlongs the journey. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Field of 6, favorite was the 2, Prime Issue. They're off. Level beginning. From the inside, Prime Issue, one of the first to break the line. There goes No Shackles Here, up to challenge for the top. Up on the outside, and Red Hot Randy from between horses. That's He's Got Talent. Second last early is Big Boy Bruno, and Salt Mine is last, as long shot No Shackles Here has the lead. It's No Shackles Here and Chris Lenderos in front by a length. Red Hot Randy on the outside second. Prime Issue is reined back to run third, with in between horses He's Got Talent alongside. 3 back to Big Boy Bruno, and Salt Mine is last. 22-3 for the opening quarter speed. There's half a mile left to go. No Shackles Here has been left alone up front and leads the way by a length. 3 wide and Red Hot Randy a joint second. From between horses, that's He's Got Talent. Prime Issue is at the inside. 2 back to Big Boy Bruno, who tries to get a rally going, while 5 lengths off the lead. And still at the back is Salt Mine. 5/16 to go. No Shackles Here held together up front by Lenderos, leads the way by a neck. Working hard between horses, He's Got Talent. Big Boy Bruno let go by Paco, while 4 wide. Prime Issue is held up in traffic with a quarter of a mile left to go. They went 45-2 for an opening half mile. Big Boy Bruno is swept by them all and now moves to a clear lead. Toward the inside, Prime Issue is trying to get into second with He's Got Talent and No Shackles Here. Inside that final 16th, it's Big Boy Bruno. Peter Walder and Paco Lopez hook up to kick off the early pick 4 with a 3-length win. Prime Issue was second. He's Got Talent was third. Closer for fourth, Salt Mine or No Shackles Here in 124 flat. Number 6, Big Boy Bruno with a big sweeping move, moving into the far turn, rolled down the stretch to get the victory under Paco Lopez for trainer Peter Walder and Walder Racing and Michael Edwards. 2, Prime Issue got a bit unlucky, stopped in traffic, while second ahead of number 3, He's Got Talent, who ran third. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for race number 3 on the program. 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 7. Favorite was number 2, Firm. And they're off. Out wide, Golden Noguez hits the ground running. Sweet Caden is quickly up to challenge. Being sent between horses is Ebrio. The favorite Firm is at the inside and now angling to the 3-path. Out the back early, San Diego Slugger with Yale Deal. Out of the chute and on to the main course, and Golden Noguez leads the way by a length. Toward the inside, and Ebrio keeps the pressure on second. Sweet Caden gets a sweet spot third. Firm is fourth. Gator 52 is fifth. Back to San Diego Slugger, and Yale Deal is last. 23 and 3 for an opening quarter speed. Down the backstretch they go. With the advantage, it's now Ebrio and Jose Bautista in front 3 parts of a length. Racing in second is Golden Noguez, although he also already got a cue to go forward. He's losing ground. Passed outside by Sweet Caden, who's on hold while second. Back to fourth and driven is Firm. San Diego Slugger tries to launch an attack with an inside lane. 2 better than Gator 52, and Yale Deal is last. 46 and 3 for a half-mile speed. There's 3 furlongs left to go. With the advantage, it's still Ebrio by a neck. Sweet Caden has had the perfect setup, and he's up alongside second. 4 back to San Diego Slugger, who's now ridden third. A length in front of Firm, who's back to fourth as they run past the quarter-mile pole. With the advantage, it's Ebrio. Sweet Caden comes under pressure. San Diego Slugger toward the inside with Firm after 3 quarters. In 1:12 and 3, there's less than a quarter of a mile to go. It's Ebrio who tries to turn away all challenges and leads by 2. Sweet Caden struggling to get on terms. Back to third and San Diego Slugger with an eighth of a mile to go. Ebrio still there. Ebrio a length and a half. Sweet Caden is game and trying to surge at him, but 18 to 1 and Ebrio holding on. It's Ebrio in front. Sweet Caden second, Firm third, San Diego Slugger fourth, and 140 and 1. Big upset in today's third race. You were hard-pressed to find a closer, so you should have gone with the speed of the speed. If you knew that was the 3 Ebrio, you had a nice price winner. Ebrio took a licking and kept on ticking under Jose Bautista for Angel Rodriguez and under Jose Cular. Second, number 5, Sweet Caden, and third was number 2, Firm. We move now to race number 4 on the program. 7 furlongs over the main track. Maiden Claimers in for $35,000. A field of 7. Favorite was the 3, Sing Song Bird. And they're off. The newcomer hit the curb, was quick to begin alongside Purple Girl. Down at the inside, Jazzy Beach away well. Far outside and off to Broadway. Then Sky Chaser at the rail. And Varsovia drops back last as Purple Girl gets clear. Purple Girl now leads by a length and a half. Hit the curb between horses is second. Jazzy Beach along the rail and out 3 wide off to Broadway. Followed by Sky Chaser, who's on heels while racing in fifth. 3 better than Sing Song Bird. Varsovia is last. 22 and 2 for the opening quarter speed. Leonel Reyes and Purple Girl lead the way by a length and a half. Jazzy Beach is now on the flank of the leader while racing in second. Sky Chaser is third. Racing from fourth, that's off to Broadway. Back to fifth goes Hit the Curb. No move yet from Sing Song Bird. Varsovia remains at the back. Around the far turn they go. There's 3 furlongs left to run. On the outside, Jazzy Beach begins to gain ground on Purple Girl up front. These two within a neck of each other at the 5/16, 2 better than Sky Chaser third. Now the rally is underway from Sing Song Bird. A lot of ground to make up and a quarter of a mile to do it. They move now to the top of the stretch, and Purple Girl has the lead. On the outside, Jazzy Beach continues to press the issue off the turn. These two well clear of third running Sky Chaser with Sing Song Bird. Eighth of a mile to go. Leonel Reyes trying to get one more furlong from Purple Girl. Jazzy Beach starts to get to her on the outside. It's Jazzy Beach now overhauling Purple Girl for the top. Sing Song Bird with a late play. Here's Sing Song Bird at Jazzy Beach. It's Jazzy Beach hanging on. Sing Song Bird missed while second. Purple Girl was third. Fourth is Sky Chaser. Number 3, Sing Song Bird rallied well, but rallied too late to get to number 1, Jazzy Beach, who held on to win it under jockey Romero Mirage for Patrick Biancone and DP Racing. 3, Sing Song Bird second. 4, Purple Girl ran third. To the 5th race now, off the turf on the main track at 5 furlongs. Florida-bred fillies and mares went to post here. Scratch the 2, 3, 4, 6, and 9. Paco Lopez on 13, Brenda's GLP. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. Good start for Band of Angels, a good start for Richie's Sister. They're heading off for the early lead. Up on the outside, Salt Pond displaying speed. Away in fourth, a bit of mischief. Back to fifth is the other cat, tackled outside by both Prospective Diva and Brenda's GLP. And the trailer is Taylor's in orbit. Around the far turn they go. Richie's Sister has the lead 3 parts of a length. Salt Pond is their second. Band of Angels a driven third. Outside in a bit of mischief, while 4-3 better than Brenda's GLP. Then Taylor's in orbit, getting around Prospective Diva. The other cat is last. Up front, Salt Pond comes to confront the leader, Richie's Sister, but Richie's Sister has inside position and holds a narrow lead. Salt Pond on the outside is now on even terms, while second. Trying to run home from the back is Taylor's in orbit with Prospective Diva. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Salt Pond has now been rebuffed again by the leader, Richie's Sister. Richie's Sister's in front. Salt Pond tries one more time. Salt Pond at Richie's Sister. Richie's Sister's holding on, and Richie's Sister and Luis Saez will win it. Salt Pond was second, third Prospective Diva, then Band of Angels, and Taylor's in orbit. Number 10, Richie's Sister, has a very quick first gear, but we're used to seeing it on turf. The last couple times on the main track, she struggled to offer much of an effort. But today, she offered a huge effort, turning away all challenges under Luis Saez and getting the victory for Yvonne Belsor and Bruno Schickendas. Second, number 11, Salt Pond, and third was the 12, Prospective Diva. We move now to race number 6 of the afternoon. The 6th race started another pick 3, 7 furlongs over the main track. Maidens of the 3-year-old filly variety. A field of 7. Off-time favorites included 1. It Just Hit the Wire. And number 6, Birdie Numb. And they're off. Slow beginning for Uncommon Factor. Quick beginning for Birdie Numb and hightailing, but at the rail it just hit the wire as quickly up the challenge, and Dating Game rushing between horses. Dating Game goes on with It Just Hit the Wire. Birdie Numb is third, Uncommon Factor rushing up to be fourth ahead of hightailing. Then comes Marwood's War. Out the back door early is Kimberly Francis. Down the backstretch they go. The duel is on up front. It Just Hit the Wire by a head. Dating Game on the outside is second, 3 better than Uncommon Factor third. Birdie Numb losing ground while fourth ahead of hightailing. Then Marwood's War and Kimberly Francis. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, 22-3 for a quarter speed. It Just Hit the Wire, and leading jockey Luis Saez have a narrow lead. They've been dogged every step of the journey by Dating Game, who tries to cling to her second. 4 back to Uncommon Factor in third. Hightailing is going to try to do that from fourth ahead of Birdie Numb fifth through a 45 3/2 mile. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. It Just Hit the Wire. Starts to get away. Now leads by 3 over Dating Game, who's second. Down at the inside and hightailing from third, then Uncommon Factor. Kimberly Francis underway from the back. It Just Hit the Wire, floated wide off the corner, but was well clear. It Just Hit the Wire, now an eighth of a mile from the money, and 3 on top. Dating Game is second. Kimberly Francis with a good late rally. She has a good shot for second, but she's not going to get to It Just Hit the Wire. It Just Hit the Wire by 5 in the end. Hightailing's going to outrun Kimberly Francis for second, and Dating Game fades to be fourth in 125-1. Number 1, It Just Hit the Wire, cruises under the wire to get the maiden diploma, giving Luis Saez another riding success today. Owned by Leonard Green and trained by Kieran McLaughlin, the starter of Bernardini, a much the best winner. Second, number 7, Hightailing, ahead of the 2, Kimberly Francis. She's one for the list. She closed a lot of ground to get up for third. Time for a commercial break. Don't go away.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Gulfstream blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Gulfstream kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 7 on the program. The 7th race was the start of today's Rainbow 6. Maiden claimers on the main track at 5 furlongs. Scratch the 4 and 8. Favorites included 3, Sit Down, Grandpa, and number 9, Come On, Venezuela. And they're off. Smooth as just a step slow. Good start for Twisted Licorice, who heads off for the early lead. Down at the inside, Sit Down, Grandpa. Aren't You Glad, trying to save inside position. And away fourth is Come On, Venezuela. Outside and indisputably linked, trying to run home is Smooth As with Gem and Jimtown. Golden Line of Between Horses, and Zuliana was last. Around the far turn they go. There goes Sit Down Grandpa. Up for the lead now at the 3 furlong point to lead by a neck over Aren't You Glad second. On the outside, Twisted Licorice is working hard but rebids from third. It's a gap of another 2.5 to come on Venezuela. 3 better than Gem and Jimtown with a 1/4 mile left to go. Sit Down Grandpa has the lead, but there's still plenty of challenges. On the outside and Twisted Licorice, widest of all, come on Venezuela. Into the scene comes Gem and Jimtown down the center. Final 1/8 of a mile. Sit Down Grandpa by 2.5. Gem and Jimtown rallies to try to get second with Come On Venezuela, but as they come home for the wire, it's Sit Down Grandpa in front. Sit Down Grandpa wins by a 1.5 lengths. Second go Come On Venezuela, then Gem and Jimtown in 59-1.
Number 3, Sit Down Grandpa, lost to a very nice racehorse in his career unveiling. Take a drop in class and laid up for the victory run here today under jockey Romero Mirage, who gets his second winner of the afternoon. This one for trainer Jason Service and owner and breeder Dennis Drazen. To the 8th race now, the start of the late pick 5 at 7 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 8 signed on. Off-time favorites included 5 Pass the Butter and 8 Tomato Gator.
And they're off. Last in, first out, Tomato Gator gets the first call with Tell Me a Story moving to be second. Pass the Butter out as they are third. So the 3 favorites land 1, 2, 3 with Overpromise moving out the rail. They're followed by Abbott, then R. Sarge. Far outside, Illustrious Sun, and the trailer is Strong Composition. Down the backstretch they go. There's 5 furlongs left to run. Tomato Gator with the clear advantage of a 1.5 lengths. On the outside, Pass the Butter is there second. Tucked in third is Tell Me a Story. 3 ahead of Abbott and Overpromise. Then comes R. Sarge. Illustrious Sun second last while still out in the center. And the trailer is Strong Composition. Inside half a mile away as they swing to the far turn. 22-4 for the quarter speed. Tomato Gator has the lead 3 parts of a length. On the outside, that's Pass the Butter second. Tell Me a Story third. Overpromise is back to fourth ahead of R. Sarge, then Abbott with 5/16 to go. Paco Lopez nursing the speed of Tomato Gator, but he's going to have a big-time challenge from Tell Me a Story in about 3 strides as Tell Me the Story has now secured the 2 path and is moving the challenge as they move for the top of the stretch. They went 45-3 for a half mile. Tell Me a Story has swept to the top. Back to second is Tomato Gator down the center in a late run from Overpromised, but inside the final furlong, Tell Me a Story is moving away. Tell Me a Story is an easy winner. Tell Me a Story on the day after the Pegasus won by 5 in the end. Tomato Gator was second, Overpromised third, Pass the Butter fourth. The end in 123-4.
Number 3, Tell Me a Story was an easy winner, and that was all she rode under Tyler Gaffleon for trainer Jorge Delgado and Joker Racing. 8, Tomato Gator was second ahead of the 1, Overpromised, who ran third. To the 9th race now, the start of the late pick 4 off the turf, main track at 1 1/16. These were 3-year-old maiden special weight runners of the filly variety. Scratch the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15.
And they're off. From the inside, Triumphant given a green light to march right to the top, and Hard Scent is Triumphant, but she will end in front in the charge to the first turn. On the outside, Michelle's Fault is second, Bearing Straight is third. In between horses, Mississippi Coast, and at the inside, it's Beale Street. So Irad Ortiz Jr. was intent on getting Triumphant to the top no matter how fast he had to go to do it, and she's going very fast indeed. Triumphant struts her stuff early. She leads by 5 through a wicked quarter of 22-3. Second is Michelle's Fault, third outside and Bearing Straight, back to fourth in Beale Street, and last of the 5 is Mississippi Coast. Down the backstretch they go. Triumphant has been hard used to this stage, but she leads the race by 4.5 lengths. Michelle's Fault is on the chase from second. On the outside, Bearing Straight is third. Beale Street at the inside is fourth, and still last, but starting to move up a little bit, is Mississippi Coast. She's between horses. The opening half mile, 46-1. Triumphant letting it all hang loose. Inside half a mile from home and still 3 on top. Now taking up the slack second is Michelle's Fault. Back to third is Beale Street. Outside and fourth is Bearing Straight. Mississippi Coast tries to move between as they run around the far turn. Irad Ortiz Jr. with an enterprising ride aboard Triumphant, who leads by 2. But Michelle's Fault is on the attack second, and Mississippi Coast set down by Alban Jimenez, but she has an upset possibility. Third on the outside. back to fourth and Beale Street. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Triumphant is all in. Mississippi Coast on the outside issues the challenge, and these two with Mississippi Coast doing the better work. Mississippi Coast now fires to the top and opens up by 3.5. Triumphant did everything she could, but she could not beat Mississippi Coast. That's Mississippi Coast in front and going away, wrapped up. Second is Triumphant, third is Beale Street, and fourth is Michelle's Fault.
Good run from well off the speed for number 16, Mississippi Coast, who springs the upset under jockey Alban Jimenez. This daughter of Super Saver should have appreciated the off-going, as Super Saver won the Derby in the mud. His daughter gets the victory here for trainer Vicky Oliver and owner Jackpot Farm. Once again, Alban Jimenez on board for the ride. We move now to the 10th race, first leg of the late pick 3. Two-turn event, a mile and a 16th the journey. Veteran claimers for $6,250. Favorites were 1, Brown's Gap, and 4, Chauvanis.
And they're off. Not Chopped Liver was off a step slow. Chauvanis using the speed to try to get to the fence, and Brown's Gap will let him go. As For All the Marbles is up on the outside to take second. Brown's Gap looks to angle into the clear. Third at the inside, racing from fourth, that's Dreamy Martini. Back to fifth, while about 4 deep, is Proud Enough. Then comes an inside running Summer Spice ahead of Not Chopped Liver, and Regal Force is last. Up front, Chauvanis taking plenty of pace pressure from veteran For All the Marbles on the outside. For All the Marbles gives Chauvanis no breathers today, and they're 3 clear of Brown's Gap, who's getting the sweet set up in third. Dreamy Martini, likewise, getting a good trip while fourth, 3 lengths clear of Proud Enough with Summer Spice. Out the back door, Regal Force and Not Chopped Liver. Down the backstretch they go to the first wire they race. The advantage belongs to For All the Marbles by 1.5 lengths. Chauvanis hard used, trying to re-rally while second. Third is Brown's Gap. At the inside, Dreamy Martini is keeping pace with the top 3, racing from fourth. Summer Spice has had pace to chase fifth. He's better than 6 lengths off the lead through a strong half mile of 46 and 2. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Chauvanis now up to take the lead again. A driven second For All the Marbles. Brown's Gap begins to warm to the task. He's now up to second. From the back, Summer Spice is driven. Dreamy Martini likewise has a shot from there. He's down inside as they run past the quarter-mile pole. Dreamy Martini's going to try to thread the needle. He's got a horse but no place to go yet as Jaramillo tries to keep the rail closed with Chauvanis. Summer Spice and Brown's Gap rally on the outside. So Dreamy Martini never got through, and Brown's Gap gets the lead. Short stretch to work with. Brown's Gap 2 on top. Dreamy Martini is up into second with Summer Spice third. They're coming to the finish. Brown's Gap's almost there. Summer Spice, Dreamy Martini. It's Brown's Gap in front. Dreamy Martini an unlucky second. Summer Spice was third in 1:44 and 4.
Tough trip if you liked him. Bet number 2, Dreamy Martini. If he got through, he probably wins this race. He did not get through, so the veteran favorite, Brown's Gap, gets the money under Tyler Gaffleone, Frank Calabrese, and Safi Joseph Jr. 2, Dreamy Martini an unlucky second. 7, Summer Spice ran third. Time for another commercial break. The late daily doubles on the other side of this timeout. Don't go away.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 11 on the program. First half of the late daily double at a mile on the main track off the turf here. Scratch 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8. Paco Lopez on 6, Go Navy Go. Chris Landeros on 14, Rocking the Boat.
And they're off. Throwing his head at the start was Conquest Windy City. He's still being sent hard from the far outside gate to try to get the early lead. From between horses, Go Navy Go is up to challenge from second. Also away in the top flight, here's Guy Caballero moving up. Guy Caballero goes after the leader, Conquest Windy City, with Go Navy Go. Away fourth in a good spot early is Rocking the Boat. Then down inside goes Galton. They race ahead of the team of Lunaire and Raising the Flag. Then it's a gap of another 2 to Eye of a Jedi. And J-Boy's Echo is at the back of the field through the the opening quarter in a wicked 23-1. Pace of plenty here. Go Navy, go. Leads the way by a neck. Guy Caballero is racing from second. Conquest Windy City is third. Galton is parked at the rail in fourth. Fifth and still on hold is Rocking the Boat. Two back to running in sixth is Lunaire ahead of Eye of a Jedi, followed by Raising the Flag. That's the favorite. He's not in the frame yet. He'll have to get moving. While the pace has been very swift, though. 45-3 for a half mile. Kearney County's at the back with J-Boy's Echo as they round the far turn. Go Navy, go now comes under pressure. Up to take the lead is Conquest Windy City. Guy Caballero tries to hang with him. Eye of a Jedi circling horses for Romero Mirage. Landeros gets into the clear with Rocking the Boat. He's on the attack, Raising the Flag from the back. Still many chances here as they wheel in. Conquest Windy City tackled by Rocking the Boat. He's the one that's got the best trip, and he's up to take the lead with an eighth of a mile to go. Rocking the Boat is in front. Down the center, Eye of a Jedi trying to prove a late threat from between horses. Guy Caballero. Eye of a Jedi tries to get Rocking the Boat. Rocking the Boat. Eye of a Jedi surging. Here's the line. Photo finish. Way too much distance from the inside to the outside to try to tell you who did it. It's a photo between Rocking the Boat and Eye of a Jedi in 136-2. And runners away. Nicky's Papa gets the first call and blasts to the lead from Taxman, who's on the attack early. Pegasol away in third. At the inside, Living Art Samara is now fourth from My Mr. Wonderful. Then it's the Duke of Miami. It's a gap of another 4 lengths back to the rest of the field, led by Cape Marco Drive and High Mischief on the outside. Then down at the inside races Joe Kane. He's about 8 lengths behind. The two at the back are R's Dreamfly and Don Figure. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn, and with the advantage, it's Taxman a length and a half. Pegasol second, Nicky's Papa third. The Duke of Miami is a 3 wide fourth. Back to fifth is Living Art Samar. My Mr. Wonderful still in the top vanguard. 3 lengths clear of Cape Marco Drive. Then Joe Kane as they run to the top of the stretch. There's a quarter of a mile left to go. Luis Saez and Duke of Miami working overtime, but now up to take the lead. Nicky's Papa down at the inside will make him earn it from second. Back to third as a retreating Taxman. Down the center and My Mr. Wonderful. There's an eighth of a mile to go. And up front, it's Electric Blue Silks. It's drawing away stable, and it's all Duke of Miami. Duke of Miami drawing away indeed. He'll win it by as much as he wants, maybe 6 or 7. Nicky's Papa second, My Mr. Wonderful third, then Pegasol and Joe Kane to complete the high five in 111-3.
And that wraps up Sunday's action. We're dark for live racing on Monday and Tuesday. Be right back here on Wednesday with a 10-race card. Our first race post at 12:35. Good night and good luck.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired